Walker, coming to you on quite possibly the most beautiful day of the year. I'm really in love with these colors and stoked to be processing deer hides today. I'm just picked up a bunch of hides from a local game processor and I'm fleshing them right now so that I'll put them in the buckskin solution, which is like a slightly basic solution, so they'll be ready for a hide tanning class that I have here next weekend. And I'm stoked right now to be able to talk with you about what to do with a deer hide once you get it off the animal if you don't want to tan it right away, especially if you're wanting to wait for our very exciting release of our online hide tanning class, which is happening this month, but at a very super secret time. So, say you get a deer. You might shoot it yourself, somebody might be giving you a hide, whatever the case is, you get a deer hide. So here's a deer hide. This is kind of a monster that I'm going to be fleshing today. And so if you have this hide, you don't want to just put this hide outside. You don't want to tack it to a wall with all this flesh on it. Then it will rot. What you want to do, well, there's a few things you can do. The first option, and probably the easiest one, and one of my favorites, if I have freezer space, is I take the sides, the side edges, here and here, and then I roll. I'm going to demonstrate with a hide that's not quite so monstrous. This one I've started fleshing, but you'll get the idea. It's pretty easy to do even one that big, but not on this setup. So you fold in one edge, and then you fold in the other edge, and then you roll from the bottom up and from the top down. And so the reason why I roll it like this is to protect the edges from getting freezer burnt. So then you put this in a bag and you pop it in the freezer. It's pretty simple. And I like to freeze hides even before I flesh them, even if I do have time to flesh them right away. And the reason is that freezing them will kill any ticks that might be on the hides. And deer ticks can be really dangerous. They can carry Lyme disease, which is something I don't want to end up with. And so freezing is something I like to do no matter what. If you don't have room in your freezer for hides, which definitely happens to me some years, then what you do is you take the hide. For this one, I'll use this as a demonstration. So what you do is you take your hide and you lay it out flat. It's best to lay it out on a flat surface like a floor, probably of your shop or on a table, and you coat the inside with salt. Table salt is fine, feed salt is fine and much cheaper. And then what you do is the same thing. You're going to use probably somewhere between 2 and 3 cups of salt per hide. This one maybe even 3.5 because it's so big. You want the salt to actually be visible on the inside of the hide. And then you fold in one edge and the other edge and do the same rolling technique that I just showed you. So that is how you can pause your hide until you want to tan it.